Yo guys, Jakob Owens here.
Tom Taugher.
And basically today we're just going to briefly talk about the JOP Super Duper Manual version 2.0 and basically just kind of quick rundown of what it is. Thank you so much to everyone who supported it and bought it. I've received countless, feedback of how much it's helped them in all different ranges and areas of production or internet or marketing or business management and shooting, everything. But basically, on screen I'm going to put my manual. This is version 2, JOP Super Duper Manual. And if you're starting out filmmaking, it's a great tool. And even if you've already started out and you're kind of wanting to build your way up, there's things in there that talk about other things than just using your camera. I'm going to touch on table of contents real quick. So we'll go over the basics. It goes over the basics like aperture, your frame rate, shutter speed, ISO, white balance, picture style. Those are all things related to the camera, but as well as me talking about them and what they do, I personally talk about what on those, those features, what I like to do, what aperture I like to shoot at in different situations, what shutter speed I like to shoot at, because they are really important. Shutter speed, a lot of people don't even realize the higher you boost your shutter speed, you can give your videos a more intense look. It could be a lot more jagged, and that really comes into play with the type of video you're shooting. If you're shooting a more intense rap song or something, boost up your shutter speed and give it a more intense look. So I talk about things like that in there, but then I also talk about non-camera things that like marketing yourself, networking, dealing with artists and the business side of things. The creative process and pre-production, what I do, when coming up with ideas for videos and how I do pre-production for those videos. I talk about locations, how to location scout, like what you need, how locations are important to a video. Talk about lighting, directing your subjects. I talk about angles, what angles to use and how to make them work for your video. Talk about equipment and what equipment you should use or get, importing your footage, the sequence settings on your Final Cut timeline, editing, color correction, how to export correctly. A lot of people don't know how to export correctly and to the maximum potential for the web. So I talk about how I export my videos for the web and YouTube. Then I give YouTube tips as well as a bunch of behind the scenes info and pictures from videos and just different info from different shoots I've done with Kyle, Futuristic, Hoodie Allen and stuff like that. So those are all the topics it covers. I think the manual is something like over 90 pages, but there's a lot of pictures too. It's not just words. There's pictures explaining everything, giving examples of everything, and yeah, I can't tell you how much different feedback I've gotten from people saying it's helped them tremendously. And I'm glad that it's really helping people because that was the point of it. I would get questions all the time asking me what I did personally, how to do this, how to do that. And then someone brought the idea yo, you should just write a manual on how you shoot your videos and what you do. And so I did, and it's done really well. And thank you guys.
In the description below, you can find this bad boy.
In the description below, you can find the manual. You can get that support, and hopefully it helps you build some better videos.
How much is it going for right now?
Right now, I think it's going for 28 bucks.
Stellar deal, my friends.
28, so it's going for $28 on my website, Big Cartel, also where I'm selling it. And basically, you purchase it, and I'll email you a digital download. So it'll be like a PDF file that you can print off, or you can take with you on your computer. And it's just a digital download PDF. Also, a couple little testimonials. I had a couple people recently respond to me on my JOP Facebook page, which you can also find in the description below. D'Amico Phillips says, "It taught me a lot, but the main thing is how to manage my business more professionally and make smarter business decisions." So, I said decisions, kind of funny. So thank you, D'Amico Phillips. I'm glad it's helped. Tommy, you want to take the next one?
Yeah, Patrick Gallagher says it taught me a lot about technical things like coloring, using lightings, etc., as well as marketing and the marketing side of things, which is important for videos.
How do you because you can make a good video, but how do you get it out there and in front of people? So I'm glad, Patrick Gallagher, that it's helped you. Another one is from Dylan Elliott. He says, "I've come a long way since I purchased your manual. Editing, color correction, exporting, YouTube tricks, they've all been extremely helpful. You know, so that's cool. I'm glad it's helped you, Dylan. Appreciate you and your support and your feedback as well. And then we got one more here, one more.
Yeah, from Sam Swinburne. It says it taught me how to maximize the production of my videos with fantastic lighting advice, which is, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that, you know, worked out. That's awesome.
Yeah, and he also says, without this advice and this guide, I would have found it very hard to light shots the way I do today. So, I mean, it's cool to see you guys really putting the manual to use. And like I said, I get feedback all the time of how it's helped. And that's the point of it. I'm glad it's out there doing what it needs to do. Everyone, go get this manual. I highly recommend it. These people do too. That's it. Like I said, go support, go buy the manual, make better videos. The JOP way, buff nerds all day.
We outro.